Okay, my wonderful AP Chem students. So here it's our last class period before the AP Chemistry exam. A couple of things. First, on the day of the AP Chem test, okay, you're going to be in room 214. That's the computer lab that's attached to the library. You need to have your calculator and a couple pens or pencils. This your blue reference, and I already have printed these and given these to the testing coordinator. Now they may not be in blue, but you will have a copy of this. Okay. So you'll have a copy of this on paper, and then of course it's also on your blue book online when you take the actual test, but I think paper's far better. A couple of things that are probably worth doing once the timer starts, then you can start writing on this. And so like something I would do once I got mine, I would write AR for atomic radius. This is where the atomic radius is the biggest. And then IE for ionization energy. That's where ionization energy is the biggest. And then EN for electronegativity. The other thing that I personally would write down, all of this is good. I didn't have anything that I would have changed or added here, but I did on the kinetics. I would probably remind myself that this is for zero order, first order, and second order. And then reminding myself that since this is a concentration versus time, if that graph is linear, then it's zero order. If it's a natural log of the concentration versus time, if that's linear, then it's first order. And if it's an inverse concentration versus time, and that's linear, then it's a second order reaction. This is the equation that goes with half-life. Reminder that half-life, or a consistent half-life, only happens with first order. And then the other thing that I would add would be concentrations of these things. So like if I want the concentration of H+, it'd be 1 times by 10 raised to the negative pH. And if I want the concentration of hydroxide, it'd be 1 times by 10 raised to the negative pOH. So those are the little things that I would add right at the beginning. Once my timer started, I would take 30 seconds to do that. And yeah, no, you guys are going to do amazing. I will email you, so keep an eye out for that, where I'll just give you all the list, right? Be there before 8 o'clock, like 7:45 at the very latest. Be there ready to go. Have your calculator. I'll send in the email, I'll send the little like approved calculator list. Have your pens and pencils. I believe you can write with either pen or pencil, so keep that in mind. And then I'm gonna have each of my class periods send in you good vibes. So every time you hear that bell ring, wait like 5 minutes, and then you'll just have you'll feel a rush of good vibes being sent to you from my classes, okay? So that'll happen. Oh, and make sure you know the email and your password for AP Classroom. Like, you have to have that. Have it written down on a sticky note if you need to. The other thing that they haven't been super clear about, but it's worth having just in case, is have your driver's license in case they're needing to check your ID. I bet they will. They probably will need to see like your school ID or your driver's license, but they haven't ever listed that in the past, so I could be wrong, but better safe than sorry. So have that with you. Okay. This is the last class period before the AP Chem test on Tuesday, but we are going to have a group study session either during lunch or at 5 p.m. after school on Monday. So make it to one of those if you can, so I can give you one last hurrah before send you off to the AP Chem test on Tuesday. And I'll go over any questions that you have problems with today during that time. Now, here's what you're accomplishing. You get to decide, but you need to be doing one of these two things. So you either need to get a Chromebook and work on corrections, correcting the questions for the second practice multiple choice exam that we did last class. Okay, so you either need to be doing this or you need to be finishing the Unit 8 in class review. I'll leave this answer key with the sub so that you can come and check on that. If you're doing the corrections, I would get a Chromebook and log in. I didn't have time, I'm sorry guys, to film a video going through each of those questions, but the work should be there as you click on each of them. So help each other with this. Okay, y'all, I think that's everything. You got this. Work hard today. Make a difference. Keep each other accountable. And then the report back I'm waiting for from the sub is that you were working hard the whole time. Like, you have plenty to do here, that you should be working this whole time and keeping your group accountable. I don't want you to turn either of these things in because I want you to use them to study for the AP Chem test, and then we'll talk about turning stuff in when the AP Chem test is done. Yes. Okay. And then if your grade is not where you want it to be right now, email me today and let's make a plan. I'm okay with working on stuff after the AP Chem test if we make a plan first. So email me if your grade's not where you want it to be. I will be adding this score in, and as long as you were here last time working hard the whole time and you work hard the whole time today, whether it's on this or this, I'll give you full credit for this guy. But I need to get that report back that you were working hard the whole time. Okay, amazing humans, you got this. I'm so proud of you. Put in the extra hours this weekend. Get some really good study time in on this. You've worked so hard this year, so let's earn that college credit that you deserve. Okay, I will see you all on Monday. You're going to do amazing on Tuesday, and then we'll just have a whole bunch of fun doing chem labs after that. All right, y'all, work hard. See you later.